I just think it's amazing. I'm all about like honoring our loved ones, our friends, and what a better way than to do it like this and and just really give them the time and respect that they deserve. We're lighting it as much as I can. I kind of like this one, like look at the person that the candle's in front of and and just in my head kind of wish them well, wish their family well. I think the initial spark happened when Paul, again my partner, was outside. We had some juniper bushes in front of our house that we really needed to get rid of. He's out here just ripping and pulling and getting frustrated, and through all of that it made him think about his father, who he had lost quite a few years ago when we first met, to a motorcycle accident. He's like, oh, I wish my dad was here. And it was in the fall, and that just was like, oh, we should, instead of decorating for Halloween, the traditional Halloween this year, let's do this. And I was like, go for it. I was raised Irish Catholic, and I wasn't ever super religious. I just knew, like, personally, my belief is that there's something out there. I don't know what it is, but there's something. And then I met my partner almost 10 years ago, who is Hispanic, and kind of opened my eyes to more of a Hispanic culture. A lot of these people actually left their photos in our care for this year too. Unfortunately, through last couple of years, I've lost 2 of my best friends to suicide. I've lost some family members, and I was like, you know what? I need this as well. It was cathartic for us to really, kind of acknowledge our losses, but then also give them a place to be and to be honored. And then we're like, well, we love it so much, and I'm kind of a social guy, so I was like, well, let's send it around to everyone. And then that's when Paul was like, oh, we should do it a community thing. I was like, let's do it. We think of this as a place of honor. So when people do come, and we like to give them time. Thanks for coming. And I just like to hear stories, really. I'll be like, hey, like I did, we had one drop off some a little bit ago. I'm like, hey, who is this? Like, what are they to you? And I just like to hear their stories. And sometimes they're sad, but a lot of times they're happy. Just thinking of all the great memories they had. They'll bring little trinkets and, little things that the person may have liked. Meeting people we didn't really know, like Paul met family members he didn't know he had. Through photos on the ofrenda. He was like, because someone came and like, oh, that's, my aunt so-and-so. And then he was like, oh, that's my aunt so-and-so. And I'm like, oh, we're related.
Thank you for doing this.
You're welcome. I'm there to talk. I'm there not to talk. Whatever they feel they need to do, I want to honor. So, someone has passed on, and we need to remember them. And from what I've learned and with culture, Day of the Dead, they can come back and kind of visit their family members. So they put up the ofrenda. Again, normally it's one person. We're opening up to everyone to kind of give them kind of the path to come back to. And you'll see people, there's like some food up there. So they'll bring things that they like to kind of nourish their bodies while they're visiting and kind of being with their loved ones, and then going to wherever they may need to go. Depending on what people believe, I think that they're around for sure. And like I said earlier, I feel like I've got this whole group of really amazing individuals, really want to provide a space for a safe haven, for honoring your loved ones, for taking the time out that you need to really reflect on the good things in life and not the negative. Even though, someone could be there that you've lost, that you've loved, and it's hard and you're struggling. It's just to realize you can go through that, but also see the good